What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So listen, we are back again for another episode review of the Haves and the Have-Nots, the rest of the final season. Bitch, did y'all hear that shit? Madea coming back. Okay, Tyler Perry, I already knew that you weren't finna retire Miss Madea. Okay, Madea is coming back. He got something going on. It's like, I think it's gonna be a Netflix film. I know it's gonna be on Netflix, but it's coming. I think it's called A Medea's Homecoming. It's gonna be on Netflix next year. But yeah, he put an announcement up and all that shit. We already knew that Madea couldn't leave. Madea can't leave for shit, bitch. Plus, we already got the other show that's coming on Showtime, the series that shows her backstory or whatever. So I'm looking forward to that. Give me a gig, bitch. Give me a gig. But no, let's get into this episode of the Has and the Have-Nots because I got shit to say. Because the way this shit ended, I was sitting here like, bitch, what? Now see, Jeffrey, Jeffrey. Jeffrey be making me so mad because just when I thought Jeffrey was standing in his own, Jeffrey go back to being dumb. Okay, he just back to being dumb. I don't understand it. But let's just get into it. So what picks up where it left off last week? And remember last week, Veronica and Hannah got into the fight. Okay, so what had happened was Veronica was trespassing. Hannah said, bitch, get the fuck out. She said, girl, I'm finna call the cops on your ass. Are you gonna call the cops on another black woman? Hannah said, yes, bitch, because I don't like your ass and you ain't supposed to be here. Next thing you know, she tried to go through the door and Hannah closed the door on her the drawer on her hand. Next thing you know, they arguing back and forth, and then it was Veronica. It was Veronica who struck Hannah first. They slap boxing, okay? Literally, that's all they was doing. They was just slapping the shit out of each other. They took turns. I said, what type of, grown lady fight is this? This was some Christian ass grown lady fight, okay? It was like literally the devil versus angels, okay? That's what was going on right about now. And God was on Hannah's side once again because Hannah won that. Truth be told, it was a tie, okay? Because they was just going back and forth. I ain't gonna say it was a tie, but I would not say it was a clear winner, but I'm gonna proclaim Hannah the winner because Hannah got the last blow, bitch. They was going pop, 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 boom, pop, pop, pop. I'm sitting here like, this is funny. Why y'all doing this? Y'all too old for this shit. But Hannah was not playing. And at the same damn time, Veronica is getting in her feelings because Hannah hit her. I'm sitting here like, girl, when she went crazy when David put his hands on her or whatever, he snapped on her ass. I mean, he shouldn't have, but it was kind of deserved, but he shouldn't have. But at the same time, she went crazy. She had that crazy look in her eye too, like that, when she kept on saying, he hit me. You hit me. I can't believe you hit me. She did the same thing with Hannah. And I'm sitting here like, bitch, you hit the hoe first. So she hit you back. What you thought she was just going to let you hit on her? Girl, you slapped the dog shit out of her, so she retaliated. You better be prepared for these things, okay? Veronica, people ain't scared of you just as much as you think they are, okay? You didn't match your match with Hannah, bitch. That's what it is, and you can't take it. You done called this lady a slave. You, like Hannah said, you got your ass beat on the goddamn plantation, okay? That's what the fuck happened. And Hannah said, you want to keep on playing these goddamn games? I'm finna call these people to foreclose on your goddamn facility because you still owe that $54 million. And she said you wouldn't. Hannah said, bitch, do. Hey, yeah, this Hannah, I'm the executive of Kathy's, what's her name? Catherine's estate. I want you to go ahead and foreclose on that property. Yup, that $54 million. Yup, go ahead and foreclose. Girl, that then got Veronica pissed. Okay, she livid. It's a calm livid because she just turned the fuck around and she started walking down them steps and she was like, bitch, you don't know who you fucking with. You done just fucked up. Hannah said, bitch, I ain't fucking scared of you. Okay, what you think this is? I ain't scared of you. Okay, I just beat your ass, bitch. You want another whooping? Next thing you know, they going out the house. The cops finally pull up. And the one thing that he got right on this goddamn show is about the goddamn cops, okay? Bitch, we still in the affluent neighborhood and the cops still can't show up on time, okay? The cops still can't show up on time. Everything is fucking done and the trespassing is over with. She about to fucking leave, bitch. I wanted to see Veronica get taken away in handcuffs, at least cuss the cop out or something like that. Now, they coming out the door, and Hannah was like, yeah, I called the cops. I called for you, but you know, she leaving or whatever. And then David pull up. David and Jim pull up. Was it David and Jim, or was it just them? No, yeah, it was David and Jim. It was like, what the hell is going on? And Veronica, what your ass doing here? She was up in this bitch trespassing, and Hannah made sure to let the cop know. No, she just didn't stop over. The bitch was trespassing. She must have said that a couple of times. I said, I know that's right. Hannah ain't scared no more, okay? And Hannah said, bitch, I've been quiet too long, okay? I've been quiet. I've been letting y'all walk over me, but bitch, it ain't finna happen no more, okay? No more. All right. And at this point, Jim was like, girl, get your ass up out of here. Okay. You know, Jim and Hannah, well, David, they go up in the house or whatever. They trying to figure out what is going on. Why was Veronica there? We find out why Veronica was there because Veronica goes over there to the jail and, you know, try to talk to Catherine, okay, and trying to see what's up. Catherine come up in that room. First of all, Veronica sitting there cold-hearted, no face, expressionless. Bitch, I'm sitting here like, oh, girl, fix your face. What's wrong? Ain't nobody do nothing to you, okay? Ain't nobody do nothing to you. Fix that face, baby. Fix that lip, all right? Bitch, Catherine came in like, what's up? What you got, bitch? What you got on my 40, homie? That's how Catherine came in. I said, Catherine, you been in jail for what, a couple of days, and you hard all of a sudden? You hard? Bitch, that's how she came in, like she was running the show up in that motherfucker. I was like, all right, Catherine, I see you, you know? And she sit down, she was like, what's good? What's good? What's gooey? You know what I'm saying? I said, Catherine, all right. Veronica said, bitch, I was at your house. Okay, and I know that Hannah runs everything or whatever. You really think that's smart? She was like, yes, I do. You really think that bitch smart? Yes, I do. Okay, and she can't stand your ass or whatever because at one point Veronica tried to make it seem like Hannah was gonna fuck her shit over. Hannah was gonna take her money, and if something happened to Hannah, the shit gonna go down. Catherine's stuff was gonna go down to her kids or whatever. And Catherine said that ain't how it works. And so she was like, bitch, what the fuck you doing here? She was like, girl, so I went over there to your house and I was trying to find the Jolly file, okay? And she was like, what's that? She was like, you know what that is. That's the whole dealing in what you used to buy that gun that killed Jennifer Stallison, okay? That's what you use, all right? Now, if I get my hands on that information and if I was to turn that in, that can prove your guiltiness, bitch. That can prove all of your fucking guiltiness, okay? But I can help your ass out. And she was like, now how can you do that? Bitch, get Hannah to cut off that loan, call off that loan, okay? And I got blanket immunity, okay? They already looking at me. You know, they pulled me in for the prosecutor. I'm supposed to be testifying for them. So if I testify against your ass, you can stay up in jail. All I got to do is not testify against your ass if you pull this whole thing. And I could just get up there and say that I'm the one that did this. And they can't take me to jail or nothing because I have immunity, all right? And that means I get off and your ass can get off as well. And then one thing that you have to do is pull this whole loan. Hannah said, Catherine was like, let me think. Okay, well, all you have to do, I knocked $10 million off. She said, $10 million, bitch, knock the whole thing off. And she was like, no, I'm not finna do that. And she was like, oh, so that's what we doing here? You really being smart like this? And she said, yeah. She said, well, good luck finding a lawyer that's gonna be good enough to fucking get you out of this hellhole that you in or whatever, this situation you in. And she was like, all right, bad girl. And when Veronica was leaving out, this is so wrong, but it made me chuckle. I don't know why. Don't blame me. It was a little offensive, but whatever. She said, bitch, let me tell you something. Don't you ever put that wig on again because it makes you look like a man. I said that was a tired ass read, but for Catherine, I'm going to give her E for effort. Because it did make me laugh because I wasn't expecting it. I said, not the bangs, okay? The bangs, bitch. We ain't heard that in a minute. But anyway, Veronica turned around and was like, baby girl, I know you been up in here and I'm pretty sure they probably ain't got no mirrors, so you ain't seen yourself. So if I was you, I wouldn't talk about the way nobody look, okay? Because look at you and then look at me. I said, you know what, Veronica, you got that. You got that butt. Catherine don't look that bad up in prison. I'm just gonna tell you, for a bitch that ain't had a blush on her goddamn cheek yet, she don't look that bad. You know what I'm saying? I said, you know what, y'all just, they frenemies. Cause at the end of the day, truth be told, they still gotta work together. They still working together. They frenemies like a mug. Meanwhile, over there at the house, David talking to Jim, and basically Jim comes over there and tell him, oh, I know what Veronica was up in here trying to find, that jolly file or whatever, that jolly file. And if she finds that, that's going to be the evidence that put Catherine away, and not only her, but it's going to put us away too. Okay, so we got to find the file, and we got to see if Hannah know where the file at, because you know, if Veronica didn't take it, then Hannah probably know where it's at, because Catherine probably told Hannah. Okay, truth be told, Hannah don't know shit about this whole thing. All right. And then he was like, what I need you to do is, I need you to go over there, and I need you to go talk to Hannah or whatever, do your little thing, do your little charm. And then Jim even kind of admit that, you know, he don't think Hannah had anything to do with the money. He know that for sure. She's a formidable foe. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of got a little respect for her now, because Hannah don't take no shit. David looking like, oh, so now you like her? Oh no, I ain't say nothing like that, but I'm just saying she cool or whatever. We see each other. You know what I'm saying? I can see I can't run over her. And then basically Jim want him to go over there and try to run his charms on Hannah, like that's gonna work. And even David said, I mean, that ain't gonna work, but okay. But David was acting a little jelly, you know. And even Jim called him out on that. Oh, so you like her too, huh? No, I known you for a long time, David, okay? And I know when you like a person, bitch, you like her. You like her like her. And he was like, nah, Jim, that ain't it. I'm just saying. I said, boy, stop playing. And this, I said, why do y'all keep on trying this with Hannah? Okay? You try to use sex and whip appeal. You ain't baby face, bitch, okay? No, you cute or whatever, but Hannah ain't easy like that. They may work on a bird, bitch. Hannah ain't no bird. Hannah got God on the side, okay? She a born again Christian, all right? Damn near virginal, okay? All over again. Holiness deleted, bitch, okay? She ain't with that shit. You can't pull that wool and use sex over her eyes. Listen, she done had at least 5 men come on this show that tried to get it, and she never gave it up, okay? And she still got a couple of them nipping at her door, okay? And she still ain't spread them cheeks. And you think she gonna spread them for you just to give you a foul and some money and call some shit off? No. David go over there trying to talk to Hannah. Hannah sitting on that couch. He was like, Hannah, so how you doing? It was like, I mean, it was a lot that was going on, huh? I'm just trying to make sure you're okay. It was like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You know, Veronica up here starting shit or whatever. It was like, yeah, I beat that bitch ass. Who? I wish I would have been here to see it. And it was like, I'm pretty sure that she deserved it. And it was like, oh, so now that you divorced from her, she deserved it. Yeah, I mean, I knew the bitch was crazy and she was doing some shit, but, you know, it ain't come out until, you know, later on into the marriage or whatever. Yeah, but you knew that the bitch was doing it and all that stuff or whatever. It was like, come on, Hannah, listen, I'm just trying to be here for you. I'm trying to do all this. He tried to reach over there and touch Hannah's hand. Hannah said, nigga, don't you touch me. Okay, listen, I ain't got time for this. Quit playing with me, David, okay? Get away from me, Satan. That's basically what she said, okay? And she got the fuck up out of there, okay? I said, David, you tried it before, okay? And Hannah didn't even give you an inkling that she was interested. You know, she ain't even go, I mean... She did say you was cute, but she was playing you because she knew your game. You can't even do it right. You can't even do it right. You can't finesse it. I said you too damn cute, David, and your voice too fake deep to not even know how to use it. Because, bitch, I would have finessed that whole situation. Would have had them drawers down and would have had it in it. Okay, that's what I would have did. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you just got to have that personality. You got to have that swagger, David, and you don't have it. You don't have it. You've been around. You need to get around some black friends with some soul. Get away from Jim and Jim Crow, okay? That's what you need to stop. You need to stop. That's what you need to do. Anyway, moving on from that, we go to Candice and Benny. Benny and Candice are with Rihanna, the real estate lady, and they're looking at a house in a new subdivision, okay? And so it's a cute little house for Benny, like it looked almost like a little starter home. It wasn't that big, but it was big enough for one person, one, maybe two people, you know what I'm saying? And so at this point, they thinking about it, Candice and him talking while she's going over some stuff or whatever. He's debating whether or not going back and forth is in mind, whether or not he should get it. He wants his mom to come and live with him, and him and Rihanna, they kind of flirting a little bit, but she trying to keep it professional. But Benny really flirting. Candice pick up on the shit or whatever, and she was like, so you trying to hit the? He was like, I'm just trying to smash or whatever. I mean, she cute and all that, whatever. Okay, but she was convincing him, you should go ahead and get the house. Okay, it's only $200,000. You got your tow truck. We hustlers. We can make stuff work and all that shit. So when Rihanna come back over there, she said, we're going to take the house. Okay, tell the developer we're not doing it for $200,000. We doing it for $175. And she was like, I'll call them and see what's up. And she gave a list of other demands or whatever, and she was like, we're gonna pay cash. Okay, so they did get the developer to get it down to $195 and to pay on the closing costs and all this stuff or whatever. And they wanted to go to the bank and do all this stuff. Benny tried to ask her out. Rihanna said, girl, sir, listen, I don't date my clients and stuff like that. He said, well, when I close on this house, we ain't gonna be clients. He said, well, then you can ask me out and we can go to dinner then. And then, Candice, being the big sister, had to come through and be like, okay, what if, when we close out and we get the bank money or whatever, we meet at a restaurant, y'all meet at a restaurant to exchange the money. And she was like, okay, cool, that'll work. I said, so a date, basically a date. All right. So meanwhile, while they was getting that all figured out, at this point, Candice finds out that she on a no-fly list, okay, because she can't check in her flight, so she calls Landon. Landon was like, I just want you to do this interview, okay? Do a little interview. The press is turning for you onto your side and all this stuff. And at this particular point, of course we knew that Candice developed real feelings for Charles. Landon finally figured that out, that it was true, because she damn near let it slip. But at this point, this storyline is always bothering me because, I don't like it when people try to force a person to do something that they don't want to do, especially when men try to use their power to force a woman to do something, to be something that they don't want to do at that particular point. I am over you at this point. You messed up. So now you're going to continuously make my life a living hell until I give in to you and do what you want me to do. They're literally trying to force Candice to get back with him. Granted, she does have feelings for him, but can she do that and come to that conclusion that she wants to get back with him after she done got over the hurt and pain of that motherfucker humiliating the fuck out of her by putting her in the goddamn trunk and just letting her go just for the sake of his goddamn campaign and image? Okay, you hurt her deep and you want her to come back because now you realize that you want her back. Let her heal from that and let her find that out herself. That's the part I really cannot stand about this storyline with Candice and the president. It's very barbaric to me. I just don't like it. Sad note. Have y'all been watching Run the World on Stars that comes on Sundays? Bitch, from the creators of Living Single. Girl, President Charles is on there, okay? President Charles was on there showing cake and everything. I said, oh, he look a little rustic and everything. I said, oh my God, he looks really good with a beard and everything and hair. I was like, because he cute or whatever, but he ain't my type. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't go for him, but I'm looking at him on Run the World and I was like, okay, I see it, you know what I'm saying? And he was showing cakes on the last episode. I like ass, so, flesh, it is what it is. And I was just like, you look like you can do a little something. You look like you can do a little something. If you have not watched it yet, I think it's 4 episodes in. It's like 25 minutes each. And they're really, really good, okay? It do give you the vibe of a grown-up, R-rated version of Living Singles. 4 women, black women together, and they're men trouble and stuff like that. It's really good. I like it. I was like, all right, Charles. But anyway, he's still doing the same thing, trying to get his ex back. I said, child, one storyline to the next storyline is damn near the same. But anyway, but with ass cheeks. Anyway, moving on from that. So that happened. And so, Candice was thinking about, because Lindy said, just give me 4 days, okay, to get this figured out or whatever, and then you probably get off the no-fly list. Girl, she thinking about, staying with Benny, okay? And I'm sitting here like, if you really wanted to go, because she told Benny, it's, people know me so well or whatever, because I was thinking about going to Atlanta and driving down there or whatever, but people know me so well up in here, like my face is everywhere and all this stuff. So I'm sitting here like, bitch, listen, if you really wanted to get away from this city and to get away from him and all this stuff, hop in the goddamn car and take that road trip, okay? Drive to wherever you need to go. Unless you was trying to go over there to Europe, bitch, get out of, if you just want to get out of Atlanta and they not know where you at or whatever, make sure you ain't got no tracker on the goddamn car. Throw the phone away, get a new phone, and go ahead and hit the road, bitch. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more. That's what you got to do. That's if you was real about it. Now, see, let me tell you something. Candy, I think you like the goddamn chase, okay? At this point, you damn near like Jeffrey. Y'all like the chase of it. You like to be chased. And that's what I feel like at this particular moment. Speaking of goddamn Veronica and Jeffrey and goddamn Justin and Madison. Veronica is at her home, and she has Tanner there with one of his homeboys that she got to get Kobe reel him in. Now, when we saw him last week, when he was talking on the phone in Madison's apartment and he was linking up and hooking up his next escort date, that was who he thought he was going to meet. Okay, it was actually Tanner's friend. That's who it is. This was all a setup to get him to the house, because this is what Veronica wanted Tanner to do, get him to the house. So they went through his escort service, got him to the house, and Veronica went to the back, and one of the friends was faking like he was the date or whatever, and he was cool, calling him all cute or whatever. Next thing you know, Kobe come to the back, and we see Veronica and all this stuff. Veronica being ever so much herself and all this shit, talking bullshit or whatever, talking about how this the bitch that got up into my goddamn pool. I had to drain that shit, have that shit clean, and then refill it. You know how much money that costs? I said, Veronica, quit fucking playing. You know you didn't do that shit. You're just being fucking extra. Tanner pissed off because this gay man beat his ass, okay? Mind you, this gay man got military training just like your friends, so you had to go get other friends from the military to fucking beat this man ass, and then y'all jumped him. But see, what it was, Kobe, you should have kept all the mouth that you had. Okay, talking about something. I was just playing. I mean, a little bit. I was just playing just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't serious or whatever. I thought we was just playing. My bad. Just a little bit. Nah, bruh. You should have kept all that and said, yeah, bitch, I said it because you should have seen, and you already knew that you was finna get your ass beat at this point. And I ain't even gonna say your ass beat. You was finna get you jumped, okay? Because it was a whole bunch of dudes that came out of nowhere, and then he started handling them though. And I was surprised that they just didn't all start attacking him at once, okay? He was like, bitch, I'm gonna let you get a hit off of me, then I'm finna fuck you up. I'm gonna let you get a hit off of me, then I'm finna fuck you up. And then everybody else started coming in and holding him and then attacking him all at once. I said, that's so fucked up. All right, mind you, they left him on the floor just sitting there with all the blood or whatever. He said, bitch, I've been getting my ass kicked or whatever because you motherfuckers can't stand us gay. You can't change us when you ain't doing shit to us. Veronica, I don't want to change your ass, okay? I don't care what you people do. I just don't want you doing it with my son. She was, and Kobe was like, bitch, your son is gay, and Tanner, your brother is gay too. And let me tell you something. I didn't call that motherfucker. That motherfucker called me, okay? That's what it is. I said, I know that's right, Kobe. Keep that spirit, bitch. All right, keep it. He was feeling a little weird, and come to find out, they had like spikes and shit on their toes, so on their shoes, so it was cutting into his skin. I said, oh, y'all some fucked up bitches, okay? Y'all some puss. Okay, that's exactly what y'all is. And I was hoping that Kobe would have told Tanner that Justin fucking died. Let me just say this, okay? Bitch, at this point in time, Tanner and, Veronica was like, say you sorry. He was like, I'm sorry. And then she said, say you sorry. I'm sorry. And they said, acted out like you really mean it. Say, I'm sorry. And then he was like, listen, I'm sorry. He was like, yeah, sorry that you got your ass kicked. He was like, no, I'm sorry that you had to get a whole bunch of people to beat my ass and you couldn't do it yourself. I said, now that's the Kobe I know. Bitch, you a smart ass motherfucker, even in defeat, bitch. And that's real. That's real. He couldn't take you back himself, so he got a whole bunch of niggas to do it for him. Okay, and I said, you know what, Kobe, keep that goddamn spirit. But Tanner got pissed off and knocked the nigga lights out. And they dragged him out, and we don't know where they been at. And let me tell you something. For this whole series, Veronica has been committing hate crimes, okay? That was a fucking hate crime that she facilitated, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just sitting here like, and for that reason alone, that bitch gotta go down. Now, if she gets all scot-free before the end of this show, girl, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I like Veronica, but I hate that bitch at the same damn time. But anyway, so, you know, one of the friends come in and tell Tanner that, you know, it's something about your brother. You need to come down to the hospital, whatever. We get Madison down at the hospital. He's still up in his everyday clothes. And he trying to call Jeffrey. He's not getting any response from Jeffrey. So at this point, you know, Tanner comes up to the desk and sees Madison and was like, my name is Tanner and so-and-so, Justin Lewis or whatever. He's my brother. And are you working? They told me to come down here. What's going on and all this stuff. And at this point, you know, Madison like, damn, should I tell the motherfucker? No, I'm going to keep it professional. I'm not on schedule yet, but I can get you the doctor, okay? So the doctor came over there and told him, listen, your brother dead, okay? That's all to it. You know, he dead. I don't know what happened. He just came in and he was burnt to the fucking crisp. He got into a fire and it is what it is. And so when he talked to the police, right, the police said that he went to meet two guys. He came to arrest them or whatever. He set himself on fire. He had a gun, and of course Tanner was trying to deny it. No, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. Until the police said, "Listen, we got surveillance video of him at a gas station pouring gas all over him." I said, this motherfucker is just out there. And that ain't even where I would start tripping at, okay? They go down to the morgue and we see Tanner and his mama. You know, she crying over the whole thing. And bitch, well, hold up. Let me go back to Kobe. Kobe told Tanner, bitch, your brother is gay. Always been gay. And 9 out of 10 you probably gay too. And that's why you acting the way that you acting right here too. And I said, you know what? You kind of clocked that motherfucker because he got really upset when you said that. And I don't know, because sometimes gay siblings come in pairs, okay? It'd be at least a couple of motherfuckers up in the family that be gay sometimes when it's a gay up in there. Trust and believe, all right? Listen, let me tell you something. I have a gay uncle, a gay cousin, me, I'm gay, and this is all the generations. All of us, okay? And there's probably some more of us in this motherfucker, okay? Truth be goddamn told. Truth be told, I think my sister girl, but she don't want to admit that shit, you know, but hey, it is what it is. And I ain't talking about the young one, I'm talking about the middle one. You know, she just turned 30. But anyway, moving on from that. Jeffrey come down to the morgue. I said, Jeffrey, why are you there? Okay? And of course, the mama is upset with Jeffrey. I'm mad at you and I'll never forget you and, you know, all the vile things that you did to, and the whole time I'm sitting here like, baby, you know, these mamas gonna think they sons the best thing in the world and can never do no wrong. And she one of those people or whatever, thinking that this boy that turned him gay and turned him out and did all this stuff. Meanwhile, Tanner knows what's going on and didn't even interject. You know, the mama leave. Tanner and Jeffrey gets into this conversation. And I was so confused as the way the shit changed, okay? Now, when we first got introduced to Tanner, he was so upset at Justin for being gay or being perceived as gay and acting the way that he was acting and doing the things that he was doing, being obsessive and stuff like that, that he basically beat his ass. Because before he mentioned that he did this before when he was younger because he found out he was doing some stuff with other people of the same sex. So therefore, let me whoop his ass and try to beat the gay out of him. But then when you get to Jeffrey, he knew about Jeffrey. He called him a good man. He said that Justin admired him. He said in a joking fashion, maybe you should go after him or whatever, but I didn't know that it was going to get this much. I said, wait a minute, so you knew, you told him and he actually spoke to you about all of this. When the fuck did all this happen? Because when we saw this, don't make sense to me, because when we first saw Tanner and he was looking at the pictures of Jeffrey like, who the fuck is this, and Justin was denying all this stuff. So that's what we're first introduced in with any knowledge of Jeffrey given to Tanner. But now Tanner is saying that Justin actually spoke to him about it and all this stuff and woo 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 and really liked him and admired him and whatever. And I'm sitting here like, I don't buy this. Is this what is really going on, or is this part of what Veronica? Because did Veronica say she wanted Jeffrey down there or hurt or some shit like that? I don't know. Like, is this part of the plan and he just, sucking up to him or whatever, trying to make him feel good? And he then gonna say Justin had something that he wanted to give you, okay? And I just in case something happened, can I drop it off at your place? And I'm sitting here like, And Jeffrey was like, sure. My address is so and so and so and so. And I'm like, Jeffrey, what the fuck is you doing? You don't know this man, but you know his brother, and you know how crazy his brother was. Oh my God, why would you give out your address? I'm not trusting the situation. I said, Jeffrey, you're too fucking trusting. That's what got you into this shit in the first place, bitch. Okay, I mean, granted, you were sexually assaulted, you know what I'm saying? But you still stayed with your attacker. What in the days of our lives? What was that? What was the soap opera where the girl got raped and she wound up marrying her rapist? Girl, what in that soap opera is going on, Jeffrey? What's going on in your mind, okay? I said, don't do that. And then, he was like, if it wasn't for you coming to his life, Justin would have been gone a long time ago. And I'm sitting here like, but you was pissed off that he was messing around with him and all this stuff or whatever. And he said he knew about him doing all this stuff to the men's because Veronica gave him the foul. But at the same time, he said, he just found you and he liked you. He was like, but he was stalking me. He was doing this. He was like, yeah, I know. And I'm confused. I'm like, this two different stories. Like, which one is the truth? Okay. But then he dropped a bomb and said, yeah, he would have been dead a long time ago because, he got HIV. And he was like, he told me that you got HIV too. And I said, when did all this fucking conversation happen when you was acting like you didn't know nothing about this boy when we first saw you? What is going on? Jeffrey said, bitch, hold the fuck up. I ain't got no HIV. He said, well, nigga, you need to go get tested. And I said, excuse the fuck out of me. Jeffrey, I know you not been raw dogging this boy. I hope you haven't. You new to the game, but I know you know about STDs. Regardless, STDs, bitch. Put a cap on it, okay? Put a motherfucking cap on it, bitch. I said, ain't this about a bitch? Now, Tyler, I got some issues with this storyline. Like, it just don't add up. Maybe I'm tripping, but do y'all see what I'm talking about? The correlation? The stories just don't match. But anyway, I'm just let it go. And they'll probably explain it next week. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm doing an encore, and y'all getting what it is, okay? So, yeah. I will see y'all later. Peace.